All right, so I did a little short video about this, but it was too short for my full sentiments on what I was speaking about. So let's recap. So Chris Paul and the Suns won against the Clippers and are going to the NBA Finals, which is awesome. And when Chris Paul was being interviewed, one part of the interview, he says, Mary Mary has a song called Can't Give Up Now. And I listened to it the day I got traded from OKC or to OKC. And I've been writing that on my shoe before every game or something to that effect. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just took the opportunity to look at that to see, one, the reach of gospel music and how gospel music is a genre that literally affects Christians and non-Christians alike. Just because a person like Chris Paul, or anybody for that matter, is listening to gospel music doesn't necessarily make them a Christian. We know this. I remember watching Queen and Slim with my wife, and this was after they had just killed the cop. The dude had shot the cop and they was on the run, and he put on You Saw the Best in Me, Marvin Sapp, to kind of calm his nerves from what had just happened. To me, that says that we live in a culture to where if you want to feel good, if you want your nerves to come down, if you want to be put in good spirits and in a good place, you throw on some gospel music. If you want to be encouraged, you throw on some gospel music. If you want to be motivated, you throw on some gospel music. So that brings me back to talking about Chris Paul and what he said in his, conference finals speech when he was being interviewed. And he shouted out Mary Mary about their song Can't Give Up Now. Because obviously, it's been a 16-year run up into this finals that he's in for the first time. He's been in the NBA his whole career, and he's finally reached the finals. And one point of motivation for him was the song Can't Give Up Now. So that's great. And the point of this video is to basically say that gospel as a genre is boxed in. Anybody can pop in a gospel music for their own intent or purposes, and usually that's what happens. Doesn't mean that person is necessarily a Christian or he's even safe or settled in the faith. That's not necessarily a problem, because I think if gospel music can affect people, that's great. That's great that gospel music can have the effect that it does. In my short video that I talked about how there's this whole controversy with how Lecrae, who is a rapper that's Christian and has formerly been known at a broad level as a Christian rapper, basically said he didn't want to be known as a Christian rapper, and a lot of people missed the point about why he didn't want to be called a Christian rapper. He never said, I don't want to be called a Christian. He never said that I left the Christian faith. He said that he doesn't want to be called a Christian rapper. He's just somebody that does rap, and like his BET Awards acceptance speech from 2017 when he won up against people like CeCe Winans, Marvin Sapp, and the like. He won, and he said, everybody that I was nominated for this category in are true gospel artists. I'm just a rapper that they let in to do my thing. And I think people like Kendrick Lamar and Lauryn Hill and Chance the Rapper, because we are here to basically inspire people, and that's what I'm here to do. People got all up in an uproar over what he said, and he a wishy-washy, lukewarm Christian. The man never said that I'm not a Christian or any of that stuff. He simply said that the people that I was nominated in this category with are true gospel artists as far as the genre is concerned. I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper, and I'm just a rapper that they let me in here to do my thing. And I think, I think on a tame version, he was basically saying, I'm a rapper. Y'all put me in this gospel category because I talk about Jesus. But don't get it twisted. I rap. I'm a rapper. And stop boxing me into this gospel genre, because, it's much more than that. Don't box me in. And a lot of people over the past, they just really haven't got the fact. They think that, you don't want to be called a gospel rapper so that you left the faith, or you're wishy-washy. When half the people that had the critique of Lecrae even doing that, saying that on the acceptance speech, or even taking the position that he has taken, half the people that have that gripe listen to secular music on a daily basis. And then they have their convenient Sundays when they want to pop in gospel, or they want to pop in gospel when they just did something wrong and they need to settle their nerves. And basically, I'm saying what Lecrae is saying. Stop boxing us in. Stop boxing us in. Stop relegating God to a Sunday or to a gospel track. There are rappers that are Christian that can rap about inspirational things and inject Christ into what they're saying. And that's basically what Lecrae is saying. And I don't get for the life of me why people be mad about that, because you be mad at a person like Lecrae for saying that he's not a Christian rapper and that he's a rapper that's Christian, but yet you'll pop in a Kendrick, or you'll listen to some R&B, in the next breath. It's very hypocritical. Don't box the man in. Don't box any Christian in, for that matter. If people were really discerning, they understand that Lecrae was trying to broaden the reach of the Christian rapper by saying, let's do away with the label. And he did it all but imperfectly in the eyes of other men, but he's made a lot of headway for a lot of people. Yeah, there are some people that talk about God in their lyrics and it's not necessarily genuine, but thank God for people like Lecrae who are leading the charge, so that, people that do talk about God in their music, the conversation is open for there to be a real conversation about the real faith. Because a lot of times with gospel music, it's not a real conversation open for there's not space for a real conversation about faith. No, it's let me pop this music in because I need to be motivated. Let me pop this music in because I need to feel, encouraged. But there's no, let me pop this music in because it encourages the faith that I'm already in. Anybody can pop in gospel music. Everybody likes gospel music, the genre, but not a lot of people like or even understand gospel as a faith. And Lecrae said Christianity is my faith. It's not my genre. And I feel that that's what a lot of people need to get. Gospel isn't a genre. It was never a genre. It's not a sound. It's a faith. And that's what a lot of people are missing sight and losing sight of, is that gospel is an actual faith. And so there's a whole lot of people, and I'm focusing on Lecrae because he's the most outspoken. There's a lot of people like Lecrae who are rappers, who are plumbers, who are any kind of vocation that you can name. We're real people out here with real vocations, and we Christian. And we are living our life with the conviction of Christian. We don't relegate our Christianity to a Sunday or any other day, but we are real about this thing. And this thing touches every part of our lives. So I just want to say that there's Christians out there that aren't just super religious. There's Christians out there that actually believe this thing for real, and that aren't hypocrites, and that don't just watch the BET Awards for a gospel performance and then just go ahead and look at the next performance with a Cardi B. Or there's Christians out there that say they're Christian and do have standards about not twerking and do have standards about other things that don't reflect the faith. So yeah, stop boxing us in. You can't box gospel music in no more. You can't enjoy your sin and then pop gospel music in when you want to feel good. God is requiring more of everybody. The church first, but also the sinner. So that's what I got to say. That's my full rant.